Crew, does this sound like you? You land a client, congrats by the way, and you crush the project. Maybe you bag, let's say like 5K in revenue. Great, but in order to hit your income goals, let's go with something like 100K. That sounds good, right? You need 20 new clients every year to do that. Sure, it's possible, but if you're starting over after every single project from scratch, that's a drag, isn't it? It takes hustle, persistence, and time to secure that new client. And this is on top of all the other work you're trying to do for the other clients that you just secured. So it's not actually that doable. So what, are we just stuck busting our bums, hustling for work, scraping together just enough to pay bills? That's not good business. That's not freedom. Not if there's a better way. And there is. What if I told you instead of 20 new clients every year, you only needed half? No, 5. So like 5 new clients a year in order to sustain a profitable, massively enjoyable web design business. Like, where do I sign up? And when do we start? Right now. I've got Michael Janda on the line. Who's Michael, you say? Well, who isn't Michael? Where have you been? Like living under a rock or something? Our new best friend, Mike. He's an industry veteran, award-winning designer, and best-selling author of Burn Your Portfolio. And he knows a lot more about building a web design business than me and you combined. So I've tricked him to tell us all of his secrets to winning this game. And he did. And I caught it all on camera. And now you're going to learn what Michael calls the 4 pillars of residual income. And he's going to teach us how to stop chasing down new clients after every single project and show us exactly how we take one client and turn them into sweet, residual, happy cash flow month over month. You can taste the freedom. Sweet, a little salty, chocolatey. Oh, no, it's just the Chips Ahoy I stole from my son's lunch bag. Sorry, buddy. Anyway, ahoy, mateys. So let's jump aboard this ship and learn a thing or two about residual income from Captain Mike.
I started an agency back in 2002. My agency was called Riser, and I grew my agency over 13 years and then sold it in 2015. And then I worked at the agency I sold to for a couple years and then started doing what I'm doing now, which is mentoring creative entrepreneurs. I do one-on-one coaching. I have a bunch of courses out. I've written a couple books, Burn Your Portfolio and the Psychology of Graphic Design Pricing, and do webinars and speaking events and things like this. And I love my life right now. I love it. I never had a mentor when I was growing my agency. And so I was just scrambling around trying to figure it out. And now I'm trying to be the person that I always wished I would have had. Somebody to just tell me, here's how you price it, and here's how you do a contract, and here's how you get residual income on web design projects like we're going to talk about today. There are 4 different services that you can offer to a client. Website maintenance is one. We'll talk about that. Conversion optimization, search engine optimization, and content marketing. There are 4 valuable ongoing services that you can offer your clients. Website maintenance, let's talk about this. This one is the most logical, and the way that I would sell this in at my agency is just kind of an insurance policy on your website. The way you talk about this to a client is that a website is a living, breathing organism. It has all kinds of different moving parts. You have databases that are connected, you have plugins and things. Even in the Editor X world, there are apps and things that you can connect into your website. And all of those things need to keep talking to each other the right way. And in reality, sometimes an update to one might mess up another. So if you don't have ongoing somebody watching the back-end systems, updating things, doing some QA, making sure that things are still working when you update a plugin or an app or something that's connected to the site, then something can break in the website because it's this living organism. So website maintenance is a monthly service that you can offer your clients where you'll go in, you'll do monthly quality assurance testing, go in, check all the links, run a link checker on it. Editor X has that built in, so you can go and do link checkers, you can go and check images, you can go and check analytics and make sure that things are operating the way that they should. You can do updates to plugins, updates to apps, updates to a CMS if you're building on a different platform than Editor X. You can update those things. You may or may not include hosting fee as part of it. You might just bundle in, hey, this is $200 a month. It's website maintenance. It includes the hosting of the site. We do quality assurance testing every single month or every other week. We'll do a QA test, and here's the stuff that we test on your site. We will fix anything that's broken. We will update any plugins that need to be updated.
Yep.
And if there's ever a problem with the website, we will be the liaison between you and the hosting company. You don't have to call the hosting company and tell them, hey, my site's down. Just call us. We will get it back live for you because servers go down. That's another thing. There are things out of our control as web designers.
How does it work then, Michael, if let's say you're a solo freelancer and you book a client and let's say it's a $5,000 website. We'll keep it kind of small budget range for those initial, you're starting to grow and you're kind of into multiple thousands of dollars for a website. So let's say you're a solo freelancer and you go, you know what? I attended that call with Michael, and website maintenance is something that I can offer. So I'm going to pitch that to them. 2-part question here. How do I then offer that to the client? And you kind of hinted on it, like it's kind of hands-free. It's like an insurance policy. But then also specifically, how do I price that? How much should I charge for that given, let's say, the context of the initial project?
Okay, so how do we sell it? Now, with every website project that we would do at my agency, we included 30 days of bug fix after the site goes live as part of the initial engagement. And I highly recommend that. When you tell a client, hey, we're gonna launch the site for you on this date, and as part of our agreement, we include 30 days of maintaining that site, any bug fixes that happen when it goes live, anything that breaks in those first 30 days is something that we'll fix. We stand behind our work. Okay, so you tell the client that, and then you say, after that 30-day window, when we're monitoring and caring for the site, if you'd like to continue to have us do that engagement, we offer website maintenance. Website maintenance is a monthly fee, and it includes us doing QA testing on the site every other week, sending you a report of here's what we found, here's what we fixed, this image was broken, we fixed that, we fixed this link. Anyway, so you explain the service to them, and then you tell them the price of what it would be. Now, when you go and tell your client, hey, we're doing this for free for 30 days after, there is a natural, oh no, what happens after 30 days? Do I want to be left here all alone on running this website myself, or do I just want to keep Brad as part of my team? Oh, if I can have Brad for $100 a month and he's including the hosting fee on top of that, great. Yeah, Brad, just manage this thing for me.
Take care of it. So that makes sense that you're kind of presenting it more of like, hey, this is not me trying to extract more money out of you in exchange for hours. It's like reassurance, it's security, it's peace of mind. It's, you can talk to me, you can text me. Here's my number. Text me anytime if say website's down or something weird happened, or, you know, we had an intern come in and they wrecked the main page.
Yeah.
You go, I got it. Don't worry about it. Like, we'll revert to a previous backup, blah, 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 blah. It's like you're paying for, I'm managing your online, presence or your website or whatever it is. Like, it's peace of mind. It's insurance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it resonates. I mean, a client who's spending, e-commerce clients are the easiest ones to sell on this because they're always updating new products and things. It's And there's so many moving parts on their website, and it's so tied to their revenue that it's an easy sell. They can say, oh, well, my site's bringing in $12,000 a month in sales, and having Brad available to call for $200 a month, sure, I'll do that.
With website maintenance being one part of the offer or one standalone offer, the next part would be conversion optimization. What is that, and how do we present that to the client? And is it a part of the website maintenance, or is it like we have website maintenance and we also have conversion optimization plus website maintenance as our retainer? How does this work? So walk us through that.
Okay, so conversion optimization is about tweaking things on the website to improve performance, improve customer behavior. There's a story of this one minor change inside of Amazon's usability that equated to $300 million of additional revenue. The point is that minor changes can make a big difference. If you have a client who is making $10,000 a month off of their website, and the small change that you make to the homepage hero image can increase that by 4%. That's another $400 a month for the client. And conversion optimization is all about looking at the analytics of a website, seeing where things are performing. Look at heat maps as an example. Here's where people are mousing over, and here's where they're clicking, and here's where they're not paying attention to. And if they're not paying attention to the thing that we want them to pay attention to, then we can make a change to the site to improve that performance.
Let's get into SEO. How does that fit into this picture now?
So SEO is tricky, and this one's a little bit easier of a sell, just in the fact that everybody's heard of this already. I mean, SEO has been a thing for 20 years. There are businesses that completely, this is all they focus on, is just search engine optimization. The way to position this is to throw out whatever the statistic is. Any SEO genius would know the amount of people that actually go to page 2 on Google is like, 2%, 1% or something. And if you're not in the first 10 links on Google on a search term, then you don't get organic traffic. It's whatever the statistic is, but you use that type of mindset to tell the client, hey, we build all our websites are SEO optimized when we launch. We include metadata, keywords, descriptions, all the things that we need to have in place for search engine optimization. But the problem is this: you want to rank on the keyword electric scooter, and there are 500 other businesses that want to rank on the keyword electric scooter. And every single month, those businesses, many of those businesses, are hiring someone to do search engine optimization, to continually refine the metadata of the website and the content of the site to help it perform better in search. And if you don't have search engine optimization as part of an ongoing service, those types of businesses are leapfrogging you. And this is just the reality of it. People are paying for this service, and we want to help you rank on search. If you don't do it with us, you can do it with somebody else. That's fine, but we just want to make sure that you know that we can offer search engine optimization for you.
Now we get to the last part of this offering, which is content marketing. How do you build that into your ongoing retainer with your client?
Content marketing is producing content, usually for a blog, but it can just be pages of new content on a website, to improve organic search. And content marketing has existed for 20 years, and if you have an active blog or an active website that's continually adding new content, your website will perform better in search. That's the fact. And a lot of the SEO tactics relate to posting new content and getting more keywords and more search terms and more fresh content and new images and things up onto a website so that the search engines recognize it as important. Oh, that something good must be happening here. Now, how does AI affect that? Well, we can talk about that in a minute, but let's talk about what you would offer on content marketing. It's an easy solution. You tell the client exactly that. You say, your site, we don't want to just launch your website and have it just sit there being unused. And we can position you as a leader in your marketplace, as a thought leader, by posting relevant articles to a blog or a news feed on your site. So what we do is content marketing, and we will have package number one new article per month. Package number 2, a new article every other week. And package number 3, an article every week. There's 3 different packages based on the amount of articles that we have a writer write and that we post to your blog. That's content marketing. And we'll get a writer, we'll brainstorm with you and come up with all of the different types of articles that we should be writing, and it'll be based on who we're trying to target and to make your website interesting to your target customer. And then we'll have a writer write those, you'll approve all the articles, and then we'll post them live for you. You start selling these things at the very start of the engagement for a website. And this is the way that you do it. Client comes to you and they say, hey, I want you to build a new website for me. And you say, great, we'd love to build a website for you. That's what we love to do. That's our business. And then you present your proposal back to the client and it says, here is the website design development costs and the process, and here's what we're going to go through. And then you say, by the way, we have these other optional services. We're not going to go into detail on these in the future, but we want to be a long-term partner for all of our website clients. And so when we get toward the end of this engagement, we want to talk to you about website maintenance, conversion optimization, search engine optimization, and content marketing. These are services that we can provide for you long-term to help you generate more traffic to your site and convert more customers through your site. So I just wanted to throw that bug in your ear. We'll talk about it later on. So you drop that, you drip it to them at the start. And then you've prepped them when you get close to the end of the engagement. And you're like, hey, we're gonna go live. It's gonna be exciting. Remember, we have 30-day bug fix that's included. We're gonna push live on Monday. And after, could we have a call like on Tuesday or Wednesday of next week? And we'd love to just walk you through some of these ongoing services that we can do to help you get more traffic to your site and make sure that it's running optimally into the future. And the client will say, yeah, oh man, it's exciting. We're gonna launch. Yeah, let's do a phone call. And then you do your official presentation of these 4 services, but you pre-dripped it to them at the start of the engagement. So it's not some weird surprise like you're money grubbing, trying to just eke every dollar you can out of them. You're positioning yourself as a long-term partner to actually have an impact on their business through the website that you built for them, not just one and done, throw it over the wall and walk away. You want this to be successful for them. What does AI do to that? That's the whole other question, because right now I can tell AI to write me an article about fishing lures. What's the best way to fish with lures and time of day and technique or whatever, and it writes me an article in 15 seconds. Is that the right way to go about it? And I don't know how the search engines are going to behave. I know that human content is probably going to regularly be prioritized over AI content, or we're just going to end up with this gigantic spaghetti mess of the internet with just people spamming 100 articles about fishing lures onto a website to try and become relevant in search. I don't know how all that plays out, but content marketing is going to still be around. That's what we do on social media. It's still going to exist. So figuring out how to help your clients with content marketing until the last 2 months was a simple sell. Now it is a little more complicated with with AI tools coming into the mix.
You be transparent. You say, look, AI is a thing, and we don't use AI to write our articles. What we do is use it to help brainstorm ideas, to help reformulate our thoughts into different tones of voice that might match your brand, and also to help come up with topics, suggestions, do a little research. And we also then do AI checkers, modify the language so that anything that sounds AI, if it is incorporated, is not there anymore. And we do plagiarism checkers and any other human sort of checkers that make sure it's good, it's non-plagiarized, it's authentic, it's original. And it means we can expedite the process and make it even better and faster, and AI optimized for the AI chatbot summaries so that you get in the references and the sites on Bing and whatever. Like it'll build into it. And the fact that you're offering it means I got my eye on it. And whatever changes in the content marketing space, we'll make sure we're taking care of it. And that's what you're paying for.
Yeah, I love that.
Thanks for watching, friends. Join us in the Creative X crew, my free community for creative professionals like you who want a network of partners, collaborators, and mentors to help you achieve your business goals, and a place to crowdsource your business problems. We bring in guest experts like the one we had today, host workshops, challenges, and make sure that everyone gets their questions answered and gets the help that they need to succeed. Details are in the pinned comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.